Yo, what is up? D-Man the Man is in the house, and today I'm ranking all 30 superheroes in the MCU. There's a couple rules to this. So, the character has to be in at least two movies, or had to have been. I'm only sticking to the movies and feats they've done in the movies, not the comics, cartoons, none of that junk. Just the movies only. And characters from the Netflix series like the Agents of Shield, and Daredevil, they will not be in this list. Now, with all that started, let's find out who is the most powerful Avenger. So, first off, or number 30 is Odin. In the comics, he was one of the most powerful characters able to stalemate with Galactus. But he hasn't been portrayed this way in the movies. And it's awful. Imagine if he was portrayed that way. Whew. But actually, the only thing he has done is put the enchantment on Mjolnir in the first Thor movie. Other things he's done is shown that he and Loki have family issues and that he died in Thor Ragnarok. That's about it. Number 29 is M'Baku. He's a very cool character and I like him a lot. He saved Black Panther and then helped him in Black Panther and in Infinity War and even saved T'Challa's life too. He's a decent fighter. He went toe to toe with T'Challa in the Black Panther movie, but other than that, he hasn't really done very much. And I hope he's in future movies because he really is a cool character. So yeah. Number 28 is Nebula, cybernetic assassin, daughter of Thanos, and sister of Gamora. She's not great in combat as she's lost every time to Gamora growing up, and the only reason she won in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 is because Gamora tried to save her life, and she snuck up on her with a big spaceship. Okay? The only true good things about her is her amazing healing factor. I mean, she got shot with a rocket launcher by Drax in the first one, and she just like back together due to her cybernetic enhancements and stuff. That's all that's really good about her. In the comics, she was amazing, but not in the movies. And number 27 is Drax. He's funny, decent in combat, and very, very tough. But let's be real, he's an idiot with no common sense and was embarrassed by Ronan not once, but twice. He just runs into battle without thinking and normally gets his ass handed to him. Like with the big monster you just saw in the previous picture, he just jumped in thinking he has to cut him from the inside. He's stupid. He's stupid. Okay. And number 26 is Hawkeye. What's so great about him is his unparalleled aim and trick arrows. He goes into battle using a bow and arrow when he knows there's better weapons to use. He knows how to go against the wind so it doesn't affect his aim. He's taken out so many of the Chitauri and Ultron's robots by himself, but both Loki and Black Panther has caught his arrows. He's not that best a fighter either, as Black Panther easily disposed of him, and when he was brainwashed by Loki, he tried to kill Black Widow, and she knocked him out when she was holding back. So he's not that great of a fighter. Number 25 is Falcon, another very cool character. The best thing about him is his flying armor suit and gadgets slash weapons. He's proven to be just as good or better flyer than Iron Man and War Machine due to his great agility in the air. He was able to destroy a helicopter just by kicking the back end of it and causing it to crash. Was able to temporarily get rid of Spider-Man with Red Wing in Civil War, but he's not that great as fighter, as Crossbones was dominating in their fight. Number 24, Yondu. Mary Poppins of the MCU, folks. With his mechanical fin, he was able to kill almost everyone in the spaceship in Guardians of the Galaxy 2, but with very little help with Rocket and Baby Groot. Also, he's held his own against Ego for a while in the final battle. But number 23 is Shuri. For only being 16, she's just as smart or smarter than Tony Stark. She's created a lot of stuff using the vibranium, such as Black Panther's new suit that's completely soundproof and absorbs impacts. Her blasters are powerful enough to hurt Killmonger, so that's saying something since he's also wearing a vibranium suit. But she's not a hand-to-hand fighter, and Killmonger was able to overcome her blasters and take her down easy. Number 22, Star-Lord. He's not afraid to risk his life to save his friends, as shown in the first Guardians movie when he went to grab the Power Stone after seeing what it could do to him. He even restrained Spider Man, who is physically superior to him. His only problem is that he lets his emotions get to him. This almost costed them in their fight against Ego, and it did cost him against their fight against Thanos in Infinity War. But he just found out his girlfriend died, so that's pretty fair. At 21 is Mantis. She's very underrated, and her empathy powers is just the start. She was able to temporarily put Ego to sleep and temporarily put Thanos in a dozed off state when he had four of the Infinity Stones. The only thing holding her back is that she's not a fighter at all, as she will just stay behind and let the rest of the Guardians fight. She also has no common sense, but that's not her fault since she lived with Eagle for most of her life. So, yeah. Number 20 is the Winter Soldier, or White Wolf, whatever you want to call him. With his metal arm, he proved that he's equals with Captain America in fighting skill, as he's also a super soldier. He helped Captain America beat Iron Man and held his own against Black Panther. Nearly killed Nick Fury, and he fought off Black Panther, Iron Man, Black Widow, and the CIA girl at the same time, dude. But that's about it. He got wrecked by Spider Man, and Iron Man blew off his arm with his Unibeam. Number 19 is Wong. He has such potential, but just hasn't shown it yet. He could be as good as Doctor Strange, but just hasn't shown it in the movies at all. He did help in the fight in New York in the beginning of Infinity War and in the movie Doctor Strange. That's about it, honestly. Uh, he's not that impressive, but he could be, and I hope he's in future movies. Number 18's Okoye. She's a freaking badass. Shuri said she was the most fierce warrior in Wakanda. She's very skilled with her vibranium spear and has great accuracy with it as well. Her spear allows her to take out many foes at one time. She was even going to kill her husband for her love and loyalty of Wakanda and T'Challa. Her spear was able to stop a car going way over the speed limit without taking any damage, but she hasn't gone up against any serious competitors except for Killmonger, and he disposed of her quickly. Number 17, Black Widow. She's proven to be a great fighter, spy, acrobat, and marksman. She easily dropped groups of people, Chitauri and Tony without his suit, knocked out Hawkeye when he was trying to kill her, went toe to toe with the Winter Soldier but lost, of course. She could tell Captain America was lying and was even able to trick Loki, the god of mischief. She was also the only one able to calm down the Hawk, but she was taken out by Winter Soldier, and she's only human. Number 16 is Rocket. One of my favorites, dude. He's shown to be a great pilot, marksman, and engineer. He took out the giant group of thugs in Guardians of the Galaxy Vol 2 just using his bombs and traps and stuff that he created. Was able to shoot Peter while he was running away in the first Guardians movie. Due to his size, he's not much of a fighter. He's also very greedy as he stole the batteries from the Sovereign right after helping them, which caused them to attack them at the end of the movie. He's also very stubborn, as he and Peter fought while in battle over who's the better pilot in the second Guardians movie. So, number 15 is War Machine. Taking out many of Ultron's robots and Thanos' Black Mass army. Also played a big role in taking down the giant Ant-Man in Civil War. Even beat Tony, but to be fair, Tony was drunk. His tech, armor, and guns are very similar to Tony's, yet he hasn't been shown to be on Tony's level. He lost to Captain America in Civil War, and he also nearly died by Vision in Civil War with the big blast hitting his arc reactor. Number 14 is Gamora. In the comics, she was known as the deadliest woman in the galaxy, but she hasn't been portrayed that way in the movies. She's beaten Nebula every single time except the last time. She's strong enough to lift the big heavy gun from Nebula's crashed spaceship. She killed the big monster thing, and to her underestimating Thanos' feelings. Number 13 is Spider-Man. He proved to Tony that he was an Avenger. He took down both Falcon and Winter Soldier at the same time. He's quite the tactician as he came up with the plans to take down the giant Ant-Man and Albany in Infinity War. He couldn't take down Captain America, though, due to Captain America's greater skill. and he was restrained by Star-Lord even though he's physically superior than both of them. He took down the Vulture as well in his single movie. Number 12 is Ant-Man. As the Ant-Man, he's taken out Black Widow, Falcon, and the Yellow Jacket. He entered the quantum realm and got out with one of his growing discs. Ne- Nearly took out Iron Man by going inside his suit. As Giant Ant-Man, he was a giant problem for Black Panther, War Machine, Spider-Man, and Iron Man. But it didn't take a lot to take him out, and he's not much of a hand-to-hand fighter either. And he's been a criminal for most of his life, and so which a lot of people don't take him seriously. But yeah. Number 11 is Groot. He's proven to be the muscle and the most powerful member of the Guardians team, fully grown, a teen, or as a baby. Sacrificed himself to save the team at the end of the first Guardians movie, cut off his own arm so Stormbreaker could have a handle because he knew he would regrow it. He technically can't die either because when he does, he just starts regrowing as a little baby, except for an Infinity War, of course. But he's proven not to be so bright, as it took him many attempts to retrieve Yondu's fin, and he didn't even find it. The other guy did. But he's still cute and adorable as a baby, and we love him. Number 10 is Heimdall. He is also a badass. He was the gatekeeper of Asgard and could open the Bifrost. He's a great swordsman as he killed two frost giants with ease and in the first Thor and took down a small spaceship by himself with just his sword in Thor 2. He saved many in Thor Ragnarok and is the reason why Hawk made it back to Earth before Thanos sadly killed him at the beginning of Infinity War. Number 9, Loki. He has tricked Thor countless times. He was the king of Asgard for a while after sending Odin to Earth and pretending to be Odin. He's a formidable hand-to-hand fighter, and he's effective with his two daggers. But he failed to take over Earth with the Mind Stone and his scepter, and with the Chitauri army. He's also the reason Hela got into Asgard, and he failed to kill Thanos. Sadly, our favorite god of mischief, Loki. Number 8, Captain America. The super soldier serum made him a superhuman. He's proven that he's the best fighter in the movies by beating Spider-Man, Winter Soldier, Black Panther, Iron Man, War Machine, Red Skull, and many Shield/Hydra agents in an elevator. His skill with the vibranium shield is unmatched. He's proven he's an excellent strategist. The only reason he's not any higher on the list is because the rest have higher limits, amazing tech, or has superpowers. I mean, heck, this guy was strong enough to hold back Thanos' hand somehow. I'm not sure how. And he's proven to run very fast, as we saw in the beginning of the Winter Soldier movie. Number 7 is Black Panther. Proved to be a good hand-to-hand fighter and true king of Wakanda by defeating M'Baku and Killmonger. The heart-shaped herb made him into a superhuman similar to Captain America. He's easily disposed of Hawkeye, beaten the Winter Soldier, and went toe-to-toe with Captain America, but lost. His vibranium suit and claws helps him out a lot, and it's because of this and the rest of his tech of his suit, like his sound proof and impact absorbent, is why he's above Captain America, in my opinion. Number 6 is Vision. Due to the Mind Stone being in his head and being an android, he's taken out many of Ultron's robots, easily disposed of Hawkeye, lifted Thor's hammer, which is a big thing since you have to be worthy to hold it, nearly killed War Machine in Civil War, nearly took out the giant Ant-Man single-handedly, and but that's about it. He was taken down by Scarlet Witch easily in Civil War, and he was killed by Thanos. Number 5, Hawk. First Banner. He's one of the smartest people in the MCU, saying that he had 7 PhDs and he helped create Ultron. But he's not a fighter at all, and that's why he has the Hawk. Hawk has beaten Thor twice, completely wrecked Loki and Ultron, beat Abomination, and killed the big wolf in Thor Ragnarok. Even took down 2 Leviathans, one of them with just one punch. But he was knocked out by the Hulkbuster, and when Thanos overpowered and embarrassed him, he refused to come back out and help them in Infinity War as he was scared. Number 4, Iron Man. Created his first armor and arc reactor from old junk in a cave. Created many more suits, including the Hulkbuster, which is the only thing that knocked out the Hulk. He created his own element, helped create Vision, blew off Winter Soldier's metal arm, saved 13 people falling thousands and thousands of feet out of the sky, and with his bleeding edge armor went toe to toe with Thanos, who held 4 Infinity Stones, but he did lose. He also lost to Captain America and helped create Ultron. With good intentions, yes, but we all know what happened. Was also the reason why Thanos got the Time Stone. Yep. Now for the top 3. Number 3 is Scarlet Witch. After Infinity War, she proved to be one of the most powerful Avengers. She was able to mind control Captain America, Black Widow, Hulk, and Thor with ease. She killed Ultron. She was able to destroy many of the big rolling things in Infinity War and then use them as a weapon with ease. Was able to send Vision through many floors, but her most impressive feat was that she was able to destroy the Mind Stone while holding back Thanos, who had 5 Infinity Stones at this time. Her only problem is that she has no fighting skill. She needed Black Widow and Okoye to save her during the fight in Wakanda and hand-to-hand situations. Number 2, Thor. He proved to Odin that he was worthy of Mjolnir. He beat the Destroyer and Loki. He has created a tornado and projected lightning blast, showed that he didn't need Mjolnir to be the god of thunder, even survived the full force of a star. With his new hammer, Stormbreaker, he nearly killed Thanos, but failed to finish the job. Also, Ultron had him down until Vision saved him. So, yeah, all in all, he's one of the most strongest Avengers too, as he went toe to toe with the Hawk, even though he lost to him twice. And number 1 is Doctor Strange. He proved he was the most powerful sorcerer in Infinity War by going toe to toe with Thanos, who had the 4 Infinity Stones, and Strange wasn't even using the Time Stone. He did the best against Thanos in a one-on-one situation, and his solution for Dormammu was genius. He literally bored him into submission. That is genius that only someone like Doctor Strange could come up with. He also has the cape of levitation, which allows him to fly, and he used it to restrain Drax and other people as well. So like and subscribe. That's my list. See you on the next one.